Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop in for a quick chat. It's been 3 months since I've done a face-to-face video and it's July and I can't believe how fast the year's going. It was April when we last had a chat. And like I said, every now and then I like to check in and make sure that we stay connected, especially between music song releases, and share a bit of what's been going on behind the scenes. So lately I've been reflecting on my song which I released not so long back, called Never Been Lonely, and I've had a lot of messages about it and I didn't expect it to resonate the way it did, but the messages and the comments I received have honestly meant the world to me, because you know how much I love to be in touch and write you a note. So and again, without sort of going over the same old content about how the songs came about, but people do ask that. I wanted to touch on this because the song is about a kind of strange, quiet peace that can come from being alone, and not in a sad way or an empty way, but in a deeply content way. And people who know me, and I've shared it here many times, that I'm very much a lone wolf and I enjoy my alone time. But I think we're taught to fear solitude, like it's something to avoid or fill. People have to be doing something all the time. They're very frightened of quietness and calm, no talking even. You know, they have to be on the go all the time. But for me, writing that song came from realizing that I had some of my most contented moments when I've been by myself. And I think that a lot of you have related to that. So I had to do a quick pause because I had my naughty cat jump up, wanted to be the star of the show. So, but just continuing briefly, the song came about, like I said, in a strange way that, and I thought about it, that society and we're sort of taught to fill these voids all the time. But for me, writing that song came from, like I said, those moments that really connected with just myself. It actually started as a voice note. So basically it's my diarized thoughts just handed to you on a plate, a silver platter or a paper plate. It came to me as this sort of voice note that I wrote and jotted like I do in the middle of the night or late through the night. No plan, no structure, and just a few lines that came to me. And I actually sat on it for weeks before I even touched my guitar or picked it up, because I kind of had this sound that I wanted. Not that it's sort of super unique or anything. It was just, I needed to make it very personal for me, very polarized for me, because it was my song from me to me. How to selfish. So yeah, so I'm not sure if any of you are musicians or songwriters yourself. I'm sure you are, but you know when you have that particular sound that you want, but you sort of can't put it into notes. Well, that's basically what I had, and I don't always have access to just, you know, have musicians here, especially in the office. I have to go to studio or go to them, or you know, create them. So sorry, I've got something in my eye that's going to just like you really needed to know that. Yeah, so one of the questions that crops up, and it's something that I've actually asked a lot of people too, is that if I could go back to my younger self and give myself a piece of advice, what would that be? And I'm talking about in particular to my songwriting or to that particular song, you know, not just any old advice in life, because gosh, we'll be here forever. You know, let's not go down that rabbit hole. So if I could give myself a piece of advice, especially when I was first writing songs, I'd say, which I touched on earlier, don't be afraid of silence. Don't rush to fill it. Sometimes the best lyrics and our thoughts and lots of things come from not trying, pardon me, not trying to be profound all the time, and just be honest. So basically what I'm saying is, because we're so busy filling these voids of quiet times with mumbo jumbo or thoughts that just block us, we don't have a clear mind set to just be. And that's what I do in my life, and you know, with my work and stuff, I try and let people just deload from this constant chatter and constant fear to avoid this silence. So that's where the song came about. And I think that Never Been Lonely taught me that, and I think with some of the message that I've got, it's kind of resonated with you too, not taught, but I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm a teacher, do as you're told. So finishing up, I just wanted to share with you that I'm working on another commissioned piece, which at the moment is called As the World Goes Around, but hey, me being me, it could probably change 100 times. And no matter whether people move on, well, it kind of goes something, it's going to go something like, I'm just being random, I'll go, and the world goes around, no matter the weather, people move on, we all try and hold it together, one foot and then the next on unsteady ground. We fall, we rise, and the world goes around. So I'm going to put some sort of wording like that basically, no matter the day, if it's raining, thundering, no matter if we can't always hold it together on that day, it's okay. We can put one foot in front of the other, and the world will still go around and everything will be okay. And like I've said, we've said it before, that everyone has tough days and whatnot. So anyway, let's finish up. We don't want it to be a big long spiel today, and I've got a naughty cat who, again, as you know, seriously is going to make an entrance one day and just jump up, but one of them's been locked out because he's been flopping around my feet and distracting me. They know when you're busy, they're like young children. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you again from my heart to yours for listening, and to my songs and to that song. And if you ever have had a moment of quiet that didn't feel lonely at all, you know, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I feel like we all have these little stories, and sometimes they need to be shared. So I do share some of my stories that I get with messages from people to you, but a lot of them are quite private, and I do respect that. But also I'll be back really soon with some more music with this song. I'm actually going to try and work on it today, I've got some musicians showing up just to give me a bit of guidance, because to be honest, I've got a clue what sort of genre it's going to be. I'm thinking maybe a mix of 60s and 70s and something like that, but you know me, I wouldn't have a clue until the last minute. And so take care of you, take care of your space and your stillness and yourself. And my beautiful angels, a warm hug from me, Rosie, to you, wherever you are in the world, sending you my peace and love. And I will see you all very soon. And happy listening, and have a most beautiful day.